Caseworker. Written and performed by Kip Gleam. $2.65. Hey you. Good morning, Mr. Stowaway. Good morning. You can call me Marcus. Alrighty, Mr. Marcus. I've got your file open here. It looks like you're looking for a problem in the world that you can work your life away to solve for the better of future generations? That's right. As you can see in the biological advantages section, I was born with the ability to mimic and improve the efficiency of processes observed in the environment around me. Right. That, paired with being an able-bodied mammal with access to the effects of thousands of years of evolution and technology advancement, should make me a good fit to identify and solve a need. Also, I've been told that the geographic location of my upbringing is able to facilitate the accumulation of important knowledge that's relevant to the development of myself and in turn my work. Your biological advantage section does indeed pair well with your sociological circumstances. However, I'm going to be straight with you, Mr. Marcus. We here in the Interest Application Department take the entirety of the Existence Specification Packet into consideration with our assignments. And with that in mind, in my professional opinion, I would advise against submitting the answer to this question here. Is this an error? No, I consider my personal philosophy and emotional fortitude score to be appropriate for that answer. Those two things are perfect. That you are correct. It's this here that I, as your caseworker, am concerned about. Oh, that. Right. I didn't even think about that. Wow, the advancement of childhood problems to adulthood hardship is insane. The amount of stressors is kind of embarrassing. Your CPAH stressors are what caught my eye as well, especially given the nature of the disorganized attachment style. Okay, well, I would just take this desired ambition score down to something closer to average for the particular place in history that's relative to the advancement of the species you've been assigned. I don't know. If I take this down, wouldn't that take away some of my other desirable traits and personal experiences? That's handled in the next room. We have to determine what the ambition is directed towards first. Oh, right. It's up to you. It's your existence. The only thing you can do to combat this is change up the tendency for perfectionism in the inescapable personal flaws section. That would help balance the adult hardship stressors. Is there anything else I can do? I would think of applying for an epiphany in the Surreal Moments office. If you're able to get, say, a pre-adolescent premonition, then you might be able to avoid the social isolation that comes with the higher ambition and disorganized attachment style. I'd have to rely on the early years of development too much for my own comfort. What if I'm unable to use the knowledge and it creates a transitional fear of failure and missing out into an objective truth that I did? Everyone has developmental expenses, the historical and geographic circumstances of your birth, and attraction-repulsion mechanisms present in the simian brain just come with a certain protocol. So, everything is in order then for us? No changes requested? Nope, no changes. Thanks for discussing this with me. You've been a huge help. It's my job. One more thing before I finalize this. I'm only saying this because you obviously care about the nature of your existence. I've seen many Homo sapiens come in and out of that door, and many have application packets similar to yours. And the ones that do will always come back in after their existence and ask me the same question. Why didn't you warn me that my life's work would replace the social interaction necessary for proper pleasure chemical regulation and gene advancement? I did consider that, actually. I was hoping that I could get a strong enough draw towards what the interest department gives me to overcome that. Many do. Many do. The thing that seems to determine that is, as you said, a strong emotional fortitude score. The reason I bring it up is, if we consider this here from the childhood trauma and personal issues section, you may not be the best candidate for this combination of traits. I will say that if you add a dependency on substances that alter your state of mind, and an affinity for existential nihilism, you may be able to achieve the experiences that populate your imperative objectives. I think so. Yep. Go ahead and get it going. You said I can get an epiphany, right? Yes, sir. That's right down the hall. Do you need a map? It's fine. Thanks again. Here you go. Don't forget your papers.